Hello everyone, today I have made a presentation on various types of bar graph, so let's check it out. So graphs are basically there to represent the kind of data. Like if we want to represent something, we use graph for that. So let's see what kind of graphs do we have. So the first kind of graph is pie chart graph. As you can see, this is in the form of a pie, and if we want to represent something, like if there's some kind of sale for first quarter, second quarter, third quarter and fourth quarter, and it has been represented by different colors, so we can represent that sale in this pie chart. So by looking at the pie chart graph, you can easily see that in the first quarter the sales was high. In the second quarter the sales were comparatively lower, and in the fourth quarter, if we are talking about, the sales is the lowest. So with the help of these things, we can easily find out what information do we exactly need. So now we have a bar graph here. As you can see, there are 4 categories here. So on the basis of these categories, we can easily see, like if you're talking about sales, if you're talking about production, that which category has the most production or which category has the least production. So by looking at the bar graph, we can easily find information. Now we will talk about double bar graph. Though it is not in the primary classes, it mostly comes in the higher classes when consumption of 2 things are given to you, for example wheat and rice, and in different categories. For example, if you are talking about 4 states here and 2 types of crops are there, so we can easily find out which crop has the more production or which crop has the less production. So double bar graph means when you're talking about 2 commodities at the same time and then make a comparison, then the double bar graph is used. So the 4th type of graph is the line graph, when we compare the quantity using lines. As you can see, there's no bar graph here. We just have to see the things through lines. So it is mostly it's been seen in the companies when they're talking about production lines, they're talking about sales sales quantity, or let's say if you're talking about corona cases, then through the help of these line graphs, we can easily see what kind of trend we are following, whether it's a downtrend or whether it's an upward trend. So these line graphs are basically used in that statistics. So horizontal bar graph, as the name suggests, that these bar graphs are represent horizontally. So as you can see, there are more than 3 columns at one stretch. For example, category 1, category 2, 3 and 4, and you can see there are 3 series that are being represented here. So this is the horizontal bar graph. So the last type of graph that we have is column bar graph. As you can see, the bar is already divided into different columns. So for example, if you're talking about 4 states for category 1, 2, 3, 4, and we are talking about the crops, the 3 types of crops that are being represented in one column bar graph. So when we are talking about 2 or more things, it can be represented through column bar graph. I hope you have understood about different types of bar graph that are being used, and most of these graphs will come in the higher classes. So happy learning. Thank you so much.